Lebsack is the last ninja standing for the second year in a row.
I think the coolest part about Ninja Warrior is it's really anyone's game, and that's why I love the sport, just because anyone who trains hard for it can do well. Yeah, I think the coolest part about Ninja Warrior is the community. Everyone is super tight. So it was like the five of us against the rope, which was super cool.
100%. I totally agree. We were rooting for each other to get to victory. We all wanted to see somebody out of the five achieve it and become the next American Ninja Warrior. So it was really great to have everybody next to us and supporting us. And it was so much fun. Being able to support each other and all five of the people that made it to stage 4 was super fun. So I felt really good going up probably the first 50 or 60 feet. And then about right when I started to hear that 10-second sound, because that's something that they play very loud. It's scary. It's definitely something you don't want to hear. And I knew that I was within range to get it, but then my arms just completely gave out. I pumped out, and I just wasn't able to keep up the same speed that I had at the start. So I knew that I was close, but hopefully next year I'll be able to take it down. And so okay.
Like my whole goal for last season was just, to hit one buzzer, have a good time, and making it to stage 4 was crazy. It was completely mind blowing to me. And then to come back this year and actually get back there again and have a chance for redemption was something I almost never dreamed about, but it was super exciting to get back, and hopefully me and Jake can get back there and get it this time.
So it's definitely very difficult preparing for Ninja Warrior just because of the fact that the nature of it is one and done. You make a mistake early and your season's over. So the way that I try to approach it is by trying to have as much fun on the course as I can, enjoy the whole experience. Because I find when I focus too much on not trying to fall or putting too much pressure on myself, I do a lot worse. So this year I tried to really just take everything in and just enjoy the experience. And I found that worked really well for me. But it gets harder and harder to do every time because, even though you're not trying to put pressure on yourself, there's always going to be that pressure. And you can't avoid it, and you just have to be ready for it and try to control it as much as you can.
It's super cool to see, everyone training super hard to achieve total victory. And I just want to see everyone go out there and do their best. I think the main thing about Ninja Warrior is it's a lot of body weight. So you don't want to be too heavy because that'll be harder for all the upper body obstacles. So you really got to find that good balance.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I definitely think that the cool thing also about Ninja is that you've got a lot of different ninjas who are all really good and have completely different builds. Each has their strengths and weaknesses, but it's really cool to see that the sport in general, you can essentially have any sort of build and it's going to work out well as long as you tailor your training specifically towards Ninja. Since, if you do something like weightlifting, that's great, but there's not going to be a bench press on the course. You got to kind of make sure that you're, getting through the obstacles and working on the obstacles as well. Be the main thing that you're going to be tested on.
It's crazy. I've watched the show forever and grew up watching people like Josh Levin, and now actually getting to compete with him on stage 3 and 4 was awesome. It was like a full circle experience.
So no, it's definitely been cool to be able to compete against a lot of the people that I'd watched on the show for so long. I never look at it as kind of beating other people compete. It's all about beating the course. So even on the rope climb, when it's 5 of us and it looks like we're all competing against each other, what we're really trying to do is we're trying to beat the rope in 30 seconds. That's the ultimate goal. If more than one of us does it, then obviously whoever fastest wins, and we know that going in, that's kind of the name of the game. But at least for me, and I feel like Kaden will agree, that it's you versus the obstacles. You're just trying to get through all of them and hit that buzzer. So I never try to look at it as beating other people, even when it's on something like stage 4, because my ultimate goal is just to achieve total victory.
My Instagram is Kaden Wake. That's pretty much the only social media platform that I actually use.
My Instagram is J_Lachey. Lachey is spelled Lache. So yeah.
100 grand is pretty good for a 16-year-old.